Kia ora, and welcome to the Cotality Property Market Update for Whiringa Ārangi, November 2025. Property values in Aotearoa nudged higher again in October, with the Home Value Index up 0.2% month on month. This was the second modest rise in a row, following 5 consecutive months of falls over April to August. The national median value is now $812,000. Across the main centres, the further south you go, the stronger the monthly rise, from a 0.2% fall in Tamaki Makaurau, Auckland, to a 0.7% increase in Ōtepoti, Dunedin. Meanwhile, the 0.2% rise across Te Whanganui Atara Wellington area is just the third month since February 2024 that values have increased. There were greater increases over October in the provincial centres, particularly in Te Waipunamu, the South Island, with Waihopai and Vikago, Tahuna Queenstown, and Whakatu Nelson all registering monthly growth rates of 1.4% or more. In Waihopai and Vikago, values have increased by 4.7% over the past year, taking the median value to a new high of $527,000. However, some Te Ika and Maui North Island centres experienced modest declines, namely Whangarei, 0.5% down, Ngā Motu New Plymouth, negative 0.3%, and Te Papa Ioia Palmerston North, negative 0.1%. First home buyers picked up another record high in October, accounting for 29% of all sales, the highest share on record. This group remains especially active in Te Whanganui Atara Wellington and other main centres, continuing to benefit from low deposit lending and supportive policy settings. At the same time, mortgaged investors also increased their market share, now making up 25.1% of purchases, their highest share since April 2021. The return of these investors is being driven by recent regulatory changes and lower mortgage rates, though most remain cautious given modest rental yields and mild capital growth expectations. The possibility of a capital gains tax if the government changes next year will be on some investors' minds too. Meanwhile, existing homeowners, or would-be movers, have hit their lowest share at 23.6% in October since the global financial crisis back in March 2009. The latest Cotality Westpac NZ First Home Buyer Report for Q3 goes into more detail about the recent first home buyer strength, including the fact that they're more active across the whole value spectrum, not solely at the bottom end. The report also highlights that 74% of first home buyers' purchases so far in 2025 have been standalone houses, and the median price paid by first home buyers is $700,000, only slightly above last year. The average age of a first home buyer has edged up to 36, reflecting both affordability challenges and changing buyer preferences. The number of properties listed for sale remains above the 5-year average, but is still 12% below the same time last year. This means the market continues to favour buyers, though listed supply is down by greater margins in some regions, particularly in Te Waipunamu, the South Island, which could lead to increased competition and a firmer rebound in values. Looking ahead, the Reserve Bank's latest monetary policy review of the year is set for November 26th, with the market expecting another 25 basis point cut to the OCR, taking it to 2.25%. Alongside confirmation that from December 1st, LVR restrictions will be eased and optimistic signs of economic recovery showing through, including a rise in dwelling consents, we expect the recent mild regaining of property values to continue. However, given the economic and labour market recovery is still expected to be slow, and with the restraint of debt-to-income limits, there remains caution about strong house price growth in the medium term. Stay informed of all the latest developments and download our latest reports by visiting the newsroom at cotality.com/NZ, following us on Cotality NZ social channels, and subscribing to New Zealand Property Market Podcast on all good podcast platforms. Mā te wā.